I already posted on.
Okay.
Is it working?
Yeah. Is it live in there?
It's live. Oh, we got 7 in here already.
Oh, it must be.
What you guys doing? We got 9? Hey, real Lola Bunny. That's it. Arenar.
I've been waiting my whole life.
That's someone like you.
All right. Let's keep it tight. I gotta go pick up the kids.
So we're not doing anything on his friends?
Nope.
Okay.
Gotta leave.
Kevin, we got stuff to do, man. Will Packer. Where you're flying to? I had nothing.
Wait, what? Oh, this is loud too. Can you see me that link?
Yeah.
Waiting my whole life. Need a charger?
Where's my phone?
That's it too.
Greg, I thought your shirt was tucked in and looked like fam.
If it was, though, that would be
Nerd.
You emailed her or texted or put it in Slack?
I texted you.
Snow Allegra did get snubbed, so did Ari Lennox.
Snow and Allegra, were they know her?
Someone said she got snubbed. I tweeted that the other day, too. I was mad.
Yes, I was listening to that. We got a situation the ship.
She signed a no ID.
No idea has a label?
I guess.
No ID.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what he looks like.
Let's listen to this.
He kept his name solid. No ID. Who's
Hold on,
this?
wait for this thing. Snow Allegra.
Wait for the intro. Wait for it.
Ooh.
Have you heard this?
Oh, dope.
No,
You got it. You have to.
it's so good.
This is one of the R&B albums of the year.
For what?
That link, I
In
can
my mind.
Yeah.
Huh.
Don't hop on.
That's nice. Oh, yeah.
There we go.
Oh, yeah. And see, that you said a piano, them is Rose. Them ain't regular piano, them is Rose.
I wanna feel you. Shout out to you, Spencer Matthews. What up?
Are we gonna get strong for music?
This is live. It's on it.
Why don't you round, round. Those harmonies are crazy.
So good, man. R&B the last 4 or 5 years has been amazing.
Man, immaculate.
So much good R&B.
We got water. Diet soda even feels weird now. You need anything for the kitchen, Kev?
I'm good, Playboy.
Anything, Josh?
I'm okay. Thank you, though, Doe. I'm going to call you 2 years sober, Doe, from now on.
Sober Dober. She looks like she could be Sade's daughter.
She is beautiful.
Just like the way she looks. Not
She
like
is
nothing about
beautiful.
her. She just
I almost
reminds
risked it
me
all
of-
with her one time. But I was like, nah. She was wearing one of my friend's shirts that he makes.
Is she British?
Oh,
no, she doesn't.
no, she's...
Okay, maybe just in this picture. She looks like
No, that's definitely like a Sade
Nah,
homage.
she put this. Is she white?
No. She's a,
This is good.
Don't she look like Sade a little bit?
I thought it was her. Yeah.
She had to be trying to challenge her.
Yeah, but they saw they had the picture like that.
she's Swedish.
Swedish!
Yeah, man.
Do y'all think she looks like Sade?
Ah.
Hold on. She's 32?
What?
Hold on.
Alright.
Her name's not even remotely. It's Sherry Narosi. Still Allegra just sounds way cooler.
I actually hate the name.
I'm a big fan of the name.
Yeah. You see them as
What are you doing?
vocals.
All right.
She got a show coming up.
Somebody ruined it all for me. All right, you ready to kick it off?
Come on, man. I was
Sober,
born
dober.
Speeding, huh? We got 205 people here on a Friday. What you guys doing?
Those feels again. What a name for an album.
What?
All right,
You ready?
we're ready.
Hold
Wait,
on.
what's not working? Oh, they're at work. Hey, y'all be talking about y'all own stuff. At work not working. I love that.
Ready?
Yes, man. I looked at it 6 times.
His energy, man. I don't know.
What's up, man? You good? I'm gonna ask you about that, man.
All right.
Alright. What up? This is your boy I wanted to somehow mix it in there. Oh, here we go. Alright. What up? This is your boy Dobriety. 2 years.
Hello, Kevin. It's me, Kevin.
And this is another installment of Started Off to the Left. Right, just said that's it, and I haven't had a drink into. You're not singing along. What's wrong with you?
It's the bonus, man.
Come on, man.
There's
Snap
no-
out of it.
There's no formality in the bonus. Why are you yelling, Kevin?
All right, man. We are here.
Okay.
You want to do the song again? Because I kind of feel
Yes.
like that. Okay, good. All right. Once again, Started Off to the Left. This is another installment of
Right.
Right.
I'm sorry. I'm dyslexic.
Started Off to the Left is another installment of Righteous and Ratchet, and why aren't you singing? And this is the same thing we just did 2 minutes ago. I am so excited. I haven't had a drink in 2 years. I used to drink like a bottle a night, but no more.
That's a lot.
Oh, remember?
I don't want you to drink because I want you around.
Oh,
Around.
Download that album, man, and listen to it.
yes, man. So
And
we're
do it
here.
Dedicated to your love life interest.
Mm.
Do you guys call each other Tony when you're having sex?
Oh,
Oh,
God.
Tony. Oh, Tony. I like when
And
you
Doe's
say
like,
my
I'm
name.
just talking-
Tony had better than
Speak for
you.
him.
But
I
Doe's-
need to hear my name during sex.
But most of the
Tony doesn't say
time,
it.
Doe's only talking about himself, though.
Yeah, man. I'm pretty
Oh,
self-conscious.
Tony, you're killing it. Thanks, Doe.
No, me.
Me, Tony.
I am Tony.
Yo, I want to talk to you about this before we even start. You know what I have been having a love affair with for like the past 2 weeks, and I can't explain it?
Deviled eggs.
Shut up.
The Whopper.
Burritos.
Really?
Dog, like burritos is just like the perfect
This is what
food,
you want to
man.
kick it off with?
I really want to.
You know what, man? Burritos. Love them.
Elephant in the
Get a
room.
fly on the
I
wall.
messed up elephant in the room, by the way.
On the Love Hour. It was the best.
I messed it up. I was like, you know what the elephant in the room is? Y'all are good at vlogging and we're not. They're like, well, that's not the elephant. I was like, what's the elephant in the room? It's like, well, it's something everybody knows.
He's like, I think I just dope boy that phrase.
It's dope what
Yeah,
now?
dog.
I don't want it
I
all.
wish I could have been a fly on the wall when whoever came up with the burritos came up with it. Because in theory, it's really a good
Somebody
meal.
was like, man, taco stuff, but I gotta take it with me.
For real, it's like, I gotta
I
move
want to
around.
wrap it up in something that I can also eat.
It's a whole meal, man. I've been having like breakfast burritos.
That place.
Which one?
The place by CVS at 5 o'clock. Whenever we have a long day in here,
Uh-huh.
they make the burritos.
Burritos.
They
Talk
throw.
to me.
Listen,
Talk to me, man.
you listen to this.
Right.
They throw cheese on the grill.
Oh, the
Okay, then put the tortilla on that. Then
Tortilla.
that they flip that.
So
that
you got
becomes
cheese,
the-
they got reversible cheese? That's what they
that
No.
becomes the inside of the burrito.
It's like a flat quesadilla, then they make a
And they make the burrito
And then
around
they put
that.
the stuff in it, meat,
I'm
whatever.
clearly staying
Then you
here
can
till-
put the toppings and then hand it back to them. They fold it up for you or roll
Really?
it up. Dough.
It
It is
fried?
so
what's that
fire.
Sound? Did you hear that?
Yeah, it's Greg's editing.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I was thrown off. Wow, I'm clearly staying
When
here
we
till 5
shoot
o'clock
another
today.
game night,
Okay.
which people would like, by the way, which one's going up this week? Taboo?
Did they like?
We
Side note.
can. I was gonna try edit
Spades?
spades.
I put up spades.
I was gonna do that today.
But you gotta use
Unpopular
the card.
opinion, and then we gotta talk about exactly how you want that to look. Because am I cutting the cards out as we're going through, or like am I putting like an extra of the cards that they've used? That was my main question.
No, you don't have to do that.
Just keep leaving their hand up. Because it's quick. Whenever they go around, it's quick. So it's like, it's tough to see. That was my main thing. We could talk about
They
this
want to have a
after.
production meeting for game night right now. That has to happen right now. But no, I'm clearly staying here till 5 o'clock. I want to try one of those burritos.
Dude.
Because I'm like becoming like a burrito connoisseur.
And
Like,
they make the meat.
Josh, where are the best burritos in
But
LA?
the thing is with that spot though is they're not always there at 5 o'clock. I don't know.
Their
I don't
burritos
know.
are so good they just show up when they want
Yes.
They pull up somewhere between 5 and 7.
Like, we'll be here when we
You
be
just need
here.
to look out the window and be like, well, y'all out there? They're like, we out here. That's what I do. If I'm ever at the office late and they're out there, that is dinner. I don't even...
Really? And you do burritos, not tacos?
I just do burritos. The tacos are fire too, but the whole meat...
Because everything is there. I think that's the thing. Because I've
Well,
always been
have
running
you
around.
not need a burrito before?
I have, but
This is new information.
They so encapsulate everything. I mean, there's rice, there's meat, there's beans. Somebody was looking at a plate and they were just like, bruh.
Are burritos slept on?
They are absolutely slept on. I am feeling burritos. So that's just kind of how
They're
I'm
good.
feeling in life.
This is like, you know what's good? Cereal. It's like sweet stuff with milk. Eat it.
I'm thirsty and hungry.
Like,
snack.
you
You
know,
know that.
that's not a burrito. When you ate your first burrito at like 6 months
But
old.
what I'm saying, you should appreciate burritos as well because you're always on the go. And it's like you can get everything you need.
I'm not really just eating burritos in mass.
See,
like
man, that's
that.
the problem, man. You gotta
A
up your
burrito is a big commitment,
How
bro.
many
that's a
burritos
lot
would
of
you
food.
say
I
you
have
eat?
not-
On average, how many burritos are you eating a week?
I hardly ever eat
I
burritos.
challenge you to up it to 3 and see if your life doesn't change.
Bro, that's an easy 2 stacks of calories
Come on,
each
man.
burrito.
But it's just so handy.
3 burritos a week?
I do got another weigh-in on the first. I might want to chill.
I
I've been
probably
on
eat
you.
a
Yeah, bro, relax.
Once a
Thanksgiving's
month,
next
if
week.
that.
I mean, come on.
Speaking of
Speaking of
let me
Thanksgiving.
tell you what sucks. Okay?
Okay.
Divorce.
Who you?
Whoa, what are you
who are you
talking
I'm
about?
gonna tell you. I'm
Hold
gonna
on,
tell you
hold on,
why.
hold on,
Why
hold on.
why I'm required to
Don't
eat
play,
three.
man.
Listen, no, I'm not talking about
Oh, I didn't
Never
know,
throw
man.
that word around
Hey,
loosely,
man.
bro.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you.
I'm,
Shut up.
I'm from a split family. Don't just throw that word around
I
here.
am now eating 3 Thanksgiving dinners
3?
this week. Let me tell you why. Melissa's parents got separated.
Okay.
The initial plan was everybody was going to come to Chicago. We're going to have a big Thanksgiving thing. My side of the family, her side of the family, her parents. First time since the big D. We come back, we're going to eat for the children.
Mm-hmm.
Because they and JoJo actually never seen Melissa's parents together.
Really?
Right? Like, we always visit Grandma Mary and then, you know.
But they never seen them both at the same place, same time, for the most part.
Right. Actually, I can't remember, like,
Ever?
not really.
Okay.
Papa D is it's 2 separate things. They live in 2 different states and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So Melissa had the grand idea we're all gonna go to Chicago thing. Actually, we're all supposed to come here. But
Yeah,
LA,
well, I thought, why didn't you do that?
LA is it's a hot plane ticket. It's a hard plane ticket for people.
Okay.
If you live in Fayetteville, North Carolina, you got to get all the way to LA. It's a lot.
Okay.
So a lot of my family was gonna drive. So, long story short, Melissa's parents, her dad bought a house. Timing closing. He's like, I ain't gonna make it.
Escrow fees be hitting.
I got this.
Different.
Even if you plan on doing it,
Right.
like seeing that money leave your account.
And then
Right.
Even if you sold your previous house like he did, it's
Well, you
just
buy the house, then you got to put everything
Just
in
you
it.
mental
gotta do it.
telepathy.
It's just
Right.
it's a big thing.
It's a whole
It's a
ordeal.
whole thing.
Yeah.
So he just was like, no, I didn't put no money, right? So they're out. Then my sister had a baby premature, 1 pound 7 ounces. 7 ounces. He out here,
Okay.
barely.
He said he out here.
He's like, man,
You
I'm
alright?
like, he cool.
Okay.
He's little,
Okay.
and like babies be gross.
Babies be gross either way. 1 pound.
But the
that's-
premature baby, I was
Right.
like,
It's
sister.
a nephew, man.
I know. He gotta get these jokes from birth.
gotta
I was
pray
gonna
for that
reserve
baby,
these
bro.
jokes
You're
until-
like, let me see. Whoa!
I was gonna reserve these
Okay,
jokes
okay.
till February, the due date. You want to come out the oven early?
He's probably here then.
He's 1 pound. He was like,
This is terrible, Gab.
right? He growing
This is terrible.
though. He like 2
Absolutely terrible.
He's good.
Woo!
He's good. Like
I
he's,
better
he's
pray
healthy.
for that
He's
man.
healthy. That's
He's
good.
healthy.
He's good. He's here.
So now my dad was gonna drive with Melissa's mom.
Uh-huh.
Melissa's sister has a messed up wrist, so she can't drive. So my dad
That's
was
the
like,
one that had the baby just now? Her
yes.
business
And
too?
by the
That's a
way,
lot going on.
oh my god.
Jeez.
By the way, Melissa's sister.
What?
Enough with the baby pics. We got a whole group chat.
Of the
of the
brand new baby?
It's like every day I'm like, I don't care about this baby.
Give me a week. Let me see some progress.
Stop!
You
I
know-
already followed him. She has an Instagram. I follow his Instagram. She doubles up with the pictures in the group chat of the family.
How old is the baby?
He's like 5 months. Who cares? It's your 4th kid. We get it. I've seen babies. She be fired in the group chat. I eventually
Well,
said,
here he go. He's just sleeping.
It's the group chat.
Right.
She posts them on her Instagram, and then his Instagram. I'm like,
You got baby
girl,
fatigue.
The
Like,
same photos?
I got it.
Is it the same photo?
It's just like 8 of him, like, I'm a baby. Just doing baby
Yeah,
stuff.
baby.
Bro,
We
no,
get
I'm
it.
so tired of seeing this baby.
We get it.
Stop.
Right.
She was like, he's at the fireplace with a book this morning. He was like, it's cute though. But she always fires like 7 off. Like 2 or 3 times a week.
So it's like from the same sitting, just
bro,
different
I'd
angles.
be like, bro.
It's like a 20-second scroll, man. It's a
No,
whole thing.
I'm sick of him. I ain't even seen him in real life yet. I'm gonna push him down. I'm like, I'm sick of you, bro. Get your mama. It's like this is like her first. You remember your first kid?
Yes.
The real one.
Yes.
Not the last one. Right. Your first kid.
Not the baby, yes.
The amount of pictures you
Oh,
take,
yes.
right? Because
Right.
it's your first,
Right.
After that, like I literally
The thrill is gone.
I literally took 470 pictures. This is no joke of Isaiah over 1 weekend.
470.
What?
First weekend I
That's
got
So
that-
how are you mad at your sister? It runs in the
Let me
family.
tell you
That's all the storage
This
in your
is me.
phone.
I mean, no move, just like every one y'all gonna make him stop motion,
Right.
But I just upload. I see like an upload of my family on Facebook.
Right.
When JoJo came, I was like, right? 4th kid. She got a 16-year-old.
Right.
Okay, this new baby, it's like she's
Like
doing
she's never done
first
this
baby,
before.
first baby
First baby step on the
excitement.
4th baby.
Bruh, you
I
already
get it.
have 3 boys. What is it?
Right.
But he is cute though. Every time he be hamming it up. You got a little baby leg cross.
And babies be know they cute
Oh,
too.
he be hamming it up
This is
for
what
the
you
girl.
must like.
And that's the only thing about the pictures. I be like, he is cute.
He is
He
the
got a
dog.
fat baby leg. You know, like the little thighs and the knees.
Yeah.
Like one whole thing.
They gonna make you want another one?
No, absolutely not. So anyway,
Okay.
she hurt her wrist.
Okay.
So she can't drive. There's going to be 3 of them driving because they're driving Chicago's like 12, 14 hours, right?
Mhm.
My dad's like, I got to take her to your sister. She's in the hospital. I can't come. We're like, all right, we get it. So my mom's out too. So then Melissa's mom was like, no, I'm not finna drive because I'm not trying to do 14 hours on myself. I'm like, okay.
I
So
understand that.
now, what was supposed to be.
So this feels like it's just created more work for you.
Dude, now I got. So tonight I leave. This is why your sobriety did my butt's out.
Man, maybe he didn't tell me that one time. I won't have you out there looking like that.
So.
Can't see it.
What was supposed to be a sobriety dinner, we gotta wait.
Right, because we're supposed to be
leave
sobriety
tomorrow.
dinner today, so
Yes.
we can't do that.
Right, so I gotta leave tonight, 8:30.
Mhm.
Visit Melissa's mom, have dinner with her and my side of the family.
Mhm.
Then on so what's tomorrow?
You gonna do that tomorrow?
Saturday,
I
Sunday.
hate doing Thanksgiving things when it's not Thanksgiving.
Oh,
Listen, it's a
man.
whole-
I just
there's
hate
no
that.
football,
Right,
there's
it's
no
just
parade.
like,
Like
that
you
was
need
just
the
the-
whole. There's also
You
like
gotta have everything there.
you know what else? It's a small thing but silly.
Right.
You need football and parade, whether you watch it or not.
Right.
You need that. I also need less traffic.
Yes.
I need to feel like everybody's
Oh.
doing this.
Yes.
Right?
Mhm.
So Saturday or Sunday we're having a seafood Thanksgiving with Melissa's
See, wait,
Hold
see,
on,
food Thanksgiving,
hold on.
what are you
which I'm actually
doing,
good about
Kevin?
this because I don't want to eat the same thing 3 times.
And that's a lot of calories 3 times.
That, I'm done. So then we fly to Atlanta on Monday and Tuesday with Melissa's dad.
Mhm.
Whole nother Thanksgiving smorgasbord. Him and his wife. She gonna try to, this is it. I
Right.
gotta work on Tuesday. I gotta, so then
So
Chicago.
this is gonna be your second non-Thanksgiving Thanksgiving.
Yes.
And then when's your actual
And
Thanksgiving?
then on actual Thanksgiving. So on Wednesday we're flying to Chicago. Wednesday and Thursday with my brother and my grandma. And actually that's it now. It's supposed to be everybody. But my brother and my grandma. And then finally back home on Friday. And I'm like, bro.
That's
I
a
don't-
week of
Oh, that's 3
Thanksgiving, bro.
flights.
That's a week. Yes. 3
That don't
flights.
even feel
2
like,
days.
that feel like tour.
It's next year. Basically.
It's a tour. You're doing
It's a
Thanksgiving
full
tour. It's a turkey tour.
So basically next year I told Melissa, we're not doing this.
That's what I
I
want
don't
for
care,
you.
no,
You should
who's
just be
gonna-
like, come to my
Washington-
house.
Bro, in
Right.
Washington, one thing that I hadn't gotten used to because we did not have money to travel for Thanksgiving, we had, the 2 small kids. When your kids are small but not small enough to get the free plane tickets,
Mhm.
it's a wrap.
Right.
So we, for like 7 years in a row, we had Thanksgiving at my house, my brother's house, or my sister-in-law's house. Like, we just rotated. It's fine. There's no flight, there's no hotel. So I told Liz, we agreed. Next year, we're having it here.
Yeah, because
If
you
you
at
can
least
come,
want to be
you
able.
can-
Right, exactly.
If you can't come,
Right.
we've done it. Like, this is our 7th year in LA. This is our 6th Thanksgiving where we go visit people. Nobody ever comes to LA.
Right.
Right. So anyway,
Nobody do be coming to LA, man.
I think it's people like
It's expensive,
I've been in
bro.
LA for 10 years. None of my family
I'm gonna
ever
tell
came
you
to
two
visit me
reasons
once,
why.
and that did
Well,
something.
your
to me.
family lives in Sacramento. There's no excuse.
There's no
Yeah.
excuse.
But most people, this is one benefit of living in the South versus LA. If you live, like if you think of a 12-hour trip from Atlanta or Charlotte, you can get almost anywhere driving to the Midwest, South, East Coast. Like Charlotte to New York is like 4 or 5 hours, something
Is
like
it?
that. Or no, I'm sorry. Philly was what, like an hour and a half when we did that?
Jersey was
Baltimore.
close.
Baltimore's 3 hours. So I think Charlotte maybe 6, 7 hours, whatever. 12 hours from LA, you are either, as far as you go, you're in
You'd be like,
Northern California.
right.
Like the Bay is 5.
Right.
You get to the, nobody lives in like
You can't
where
drive
Stanford
nowhere.
is.
And you're either going to Arizona, Vegas, or
Vegas is
maybe
5 hours.
Utah.
Yeah,
But I mean,
12. El Paso is 12 hours from here.
Driving?
Yes. Phoenix is about 5, and El Paso is
I
about
drove to
7
Phoenix.
from. But nobody lives there.
Right.
So most people, most black people live. If you take Dallas up, they live to the right of that through like Chicago. So people have to fly, and
Right.
LA is not cheap. And LA during Thanksgiving, bro, it's 1,000, 1,200 maybe.
Well, for
People-
flights?
Yeah.
Ugh.
So people don't drive. They just don't come. That's why conferences and stuff, they don't be in LA like that. So anyway,
So how are you gonna get out? Because I know we're trying to keep our Seville figures together. How are you gonna make it through 3
can we lower
Thanksgiving?
this? They're complaining in the comments.
Oh,
They can see the double camera. I didn't even notice it.
because what's
the other camera's in the frame.
This the gold at the
The
very
gold
top.
camera.
I didn't even notice until they said it. I've been looking at it the whole time.
is it out?
Keep going. Oh, there you go. You go. How are you gonna make it out of here clean
I'm not.
at 3?
Because I'm gonna
'Cause
tell
I'm
you what.
already nervous
I'm gonna
for
tell you
one.
what. Here's what black women do. If you don't eat stupid crazy, they take offense.
Exactly. So
They're
you gotta eat.
I gotta go.
You gotta
and
try
also, I
everybody's
just don't
mac
have
and
any
cheese.
discipline. Yes. By the way,
Are we supposed to shoot? Were we supposed to shoot a thing?
we were.
We
We
too busy.
we too busy. I feel like we need to shoot it in between now and Christmas though.
Okay.
Do you know? I guess we can't really ask people in the chat because they're mostly black. Apparently, black people. Maybe Josh, we can ask you. Do y'all eat macaroni and cheese at Thanksgiving?
Absolutely.
A lot of
Mexican
people
people
don't eat macaroni and cheese at
Yes.
Thanksgiving.
We shouldn't.
What do Mexican people eat for Thanksgiving?
A lot of lactose foods when we're all lactose
Is it like
intolerant.
still turkey and stuff, though?
Your thing.
We got some tamales. They break out from like about now all the way to Christmas.
Tamales, I like those.
Honestly, it's pretty much the same food. It's not like
Y'all be having yams?
we got tamales, we got green bean casserole,
Wait,
we got
tamales?
Y'all
yams.
be eating green bean casserole? I thought that was white.
You eat
people.
tamales for Thanksgiving?
He's Mexican.
Yeah, I mean,
Do different nationalities eat different foods? Like
I
do
think
Chinese
they have
people
like
eat chow
one
mein?
variable joint that might come,
I
but
don't
for the
know.
most part, yeah. I mean,
That's a good point.
we got yams with the marshmallows on top. It's a whole. I mean, that's one of my favorite things.
See, my
I never knew
brother-in-law-
Mexican people ate tamales for Thanksgiving.
Oh, I thought that was just a period after that.
No, I know they eat tamales.
It's like,
I know they eat tamales.
I mean,
Burritos,
what-
too.
my family.
Thanksgiving?
What are
No,
y'all
not really.
desserts? What are y'all desserts?
On Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
I mean,
Flan?
Oh my
we
God.
do pumpkin pie.
Genius has
Pumpkin
just
pie?
struck.
That's the.
Genius has just struck. We need to make Thanksgiving burritos. Think about it.
Stuffing inside of the
and turkey
tortilla.
with some gravy in it.
It measures that.
A Thanksgiving
Actually, dressing
burrito.
inside of a
You would
tortilla
be-
would be crazy.
Bro, that would be lit.
You would die.
You would die.
Your heart would be like, all right,
That's
that's it.
Everything in it? You could put everything in it.
Put mac and cheese, greens, turkey ham,
That's too much, though.
and put gravy as like
No,
the
dog,
sauce.
You'd be sick, man.
Oh, man.
I've seen mac and cheese and yams egg rolls.
Whoa.
Oh,
Where
yeah.
did you
I've
see
had a
this?
mac and cheese egg roll.
I've seen it on the grams. I've seen some greens and I've seen greens egg rolls. Actually, Darius restaurant has collard greens egg roll. But the turkey, the whole thing, that's a lot though.
See, I think if we, you know what? When we get back from break, I'm gonna make a
No, you
Thanksgiving
don't
burrito.
cook good.
You know what? That should be his side. What if you guys each made something?
Oh, I love it.
It should
Thanksgiving
be
burrito.
original stuff though.
Okay.
That could be another challenge though.
Okay.
If we do like a, what is that called? Like a fusion? That would be like a fusion of like
Yeah.
Thanksgiving food and Mexican food.
food. Oh,
It would be another
we
challenge.
can do a challenge, a fusion challenge.
Yeah.
Bro, if you
yeah.
make that and be like, yo, Trap
Thanksgiving
Kitchen, look what I
burrito.
threw together.
By the way, we're having Trap Kitchen catered the next time we have a shoot. The next time we have a game night shoot.
Really?
Yeah.
That's gonna be lit. All right, let's talk about some of the stuff that I put this docket together for. Ari.
Well, first we didn't talk about your sobriety.
Oh man,
Whole reason
that's
why we're
so
here.
crazy, man. 2 years. The crazy thing about it is that we used to celebrate such smaller
I wonder if I have
victories.
that.
All you gotta do is go to YouTube and put Doughboy sober.
Oh, it's already.
There's a bunch of
I was
videos
talking
there.
the one that wasn't.
Oh, the one that you never put up?
Yeah.
What happened?
Nah, I was about the same people for look. I mean, the game.
Not Sosa though.
Not so.
Angel
Angel to here.
to here. We should have a Pat.
We should hit up Pat. We should also hit up Tony Baker just to keep knocking
We're
on his
basing
door.
it on Tony Baker's stupid schedule.
That's what we did last time, and he decided to leave
Right.
again.
We need, if we don't have Sabrina, we do need Sabrina.
It's a full
We need
production
another
meeting
woman.
episode.
All right, here's one of Doughboys not sober no more. Bro, this is bonus. They said
I'm
they
not
go.
No, I just think
This
it's
is
funny.
funny.
Okay, here's 11 days. Let me make sure I turn this off. This is Doughboys
11 days.
11 days. Shoot, Doughboys. Wait, okay, so we have Doughboys 11 days sober, Doughboys 19 days sober, Doughboys ain't sober no more. Let's take a little piece of Doughboys 11 days sober. This is right outside of ADD.
That's Jerry's.
This is where we used to eat all the time.
This is my guy.
What's up,
Y'all know that by now.
Come on, man.
The
How
red
many people
hair.
understand yours?
You
Mine
was,
just
you was a mess.
You're in rare form,
You
bro.
were a mess.
I hated red hair dough.
This
Oh
really
my
just came from
gosh, I
Wild
hated
Out.
red hair dough.
Oh my god.
This has got parameters I need to follow. Are we there yet?
Doughboy!
So the topic at hand is that today's my 11th day of sobriety.
Clap it up for y'all. Clap it up for my guy, man. Put some emoji claps
This
in
ended
for my guy,
though.
Doughboy, man.
Yeah, I know. At a wedding.
What's up, Doughboy?
At Matt's wedding.
What's
Eleven
that
days
guy
sober,
name?
though.
Yes,
How
I'm
have
a
you done it?
top man.
Did you
You
did it?
know?
You know what I'm saying?
Don't look like you.
And if you want to know why we celebrate 11 days, obviously drinking has
That one looks like your dinner.
You know, but I
Your dinner? Yeah, you sound like your dinner.
All right. This is Doughboys.
Oh, so that 11 days.
Oh, no.
This
Oh,
is
no.
a video like
I
8
ended up
days
going to
later.
rehab twice after this.
This is the Monday after that wedding.
Bro, we did so much stuff in that parking lot.
You and Teddy switched
Small,
lanes. Yeah.
I took Russell's sign.
Doughboy, go ahead, tell him what happened,
I
Doughboy.
feel like I'm telling my dad.
Hold the phone, man, so I can get my sandwich. What's
The
up?
backpack. Oh,
Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. What's up, Mike? Your backpack is on. My lip busted too?
will lead.
What's that?
Yes.
Okay, so what
I'm
happened?
mad.
No, no,
Why
no,
you-
no, no.
what's that on your lip?
I
busted my lip, it was a whole thing. I had stitches.
Hold on, now I want you to listen to Cassie get story.
Took a fake
Alright,
Viagra.
so what happened was, okay, my stitches are almost healed. Is that my phone? Oh, hold on.
What are you wearing?
See his backpack?
That's when Kiara wasn't living with me, so I used to we switched backpacks.
Alright, so let me go
tell
over
every
here.
single
While
person
you're,
about
are you
it.
still listening, Kev? Alright. Okay. Shut up. Alright, so okay. It was Saturday, okay? One of my good friends was getting married. When you
Someone
shut
said
up.
fake Viagra.
So I kind of knew I wasn't ready for that social setting. I was like, maybe I shouldn't go. Because even when I went to the ADD Movie Awards, I was cool. I had more people around me. I had more of a support system. So Saturday was day 49. So I guess I got a little
Man.
cocky. I was like, yo, I could do this. Like, I don't know, I kind of like, well, even on my, so let me kind of tell you the whole story about how it happened. Why are you worried about this?
That is hilarious.
Shut up. So, I text my boy who was getting married. His name is Matt. I work with him. So I didn't want to go, and I think subconsciously I was trying to like not go. So I texted him at like 3 o'clock on his wedding day, thinking he wasn't gonna get it or see it until like after his honeymoon. So I texted him, I'm like, yo, bro, I never got the address to where the wedding's at. Da 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 da. I'm not gonna go, but you know, congrats to you and your wife. I think because I just didn't want to go, but I didn't want to admit to him that I wasn't going because I didn't think that I could be around liquor like that.
Ooh.
So I'm thinking I'm not going to hear back from him until like a week. I don't know why I thought that. He texted me back like 15 minutes, like, yo, here's the address. Already paid for you. Show up or don't. It's on you. So now I'm like, all right, so cool. So I go. And then when I get there, like, nobody really like peer pressured me. I was with a couple of people from here. I just wanted to. I can't really even explain it. I was just like, I wanted to think I could control it. I wanted to think that I had it. And I just kind of like started telling myself. So I was like, man, you can have one beer. Come on, this is your life. Like, you don't want to be sober forever. And just started saying all this stuff to myself. So I got a beer, got a Heineken. And then I got like 2 mixed drinks. I had like 2 Hen and Cokes, and I was doing it. And like, it made sense when I was doing it. I was just like, yeah, I could just do this every once in a while. And it's a special occasion. Like, the thing that would happen, Kevin, I want you to hear this whole story. I feel like you didn't hear none of it. I'm not going to tell it again.
That was just the crazy thing about even hearing that now. Is
First
that
of all,
I can
look at you.
Yeah,
Just like
That's
you
crazy.
Look, you remember that picture of Russell when he was
Yes.
not vegan? He looked old. You look younger. First of all, you lost a lot of weight. Look great. You just look. Your eyes are blacked in. You used to have the raccoon eyes to go on your coon personality.
Nah, man, it was just
And now you look.
no. This is even different.
But even hearing some of the things you talk about, like your discomfort with being around alcohol, like
Oh,
you're able to
my.
remove yourself out of those situations now so much easier
Oh, yeah.
because you know.
And you,
But
you
even-
have friends who would be like, "Nah, bro, this ain't even
Oh yeah,
for you."
absolutely.
They didn't care about people.
No, I would've socked you out if I was there.
Remember when I came home from rehab and they took me out to dinner? Like, you're not a real alcoholic. Let's go get drinks.
Bro, the dude, I'll never forgive that dude for that. The dude who was our boss, literally our boss, he was the head of content. Doboy came back from rehab, the whole FBI story, or FBI, not story, the FBI raid story,
right.
tells us all that the first Monday, and hit the boss from ADD, the head of content,
Took me out for drinks.
took him out for drinks. It was like a real, you only go to real rehab for drugs,
Right.
heroin and cocaine, and even that ain't real. Alcoholism. Now, mind you, this guy was a raging alcoholic.
This guy had a bottle at his desk.
He used to drink vodka.
You didn't even know until I put you on. I was like,
until
bro,
he
he's
told
clearly
me, and then it was because he used to be on some
loud
like.
all the time and just.
Literally would do that. And he was super like moody and stuff. He would jump, and Doug was like, "Bro, that dude is drunk, man."
Like, I know.
I was
like,
like,
I know.
what? He was like, bro, he's drunk. I was like, he don't ever smell like alcohol. He's like, that's why he be on that vodka.
Yeah.
And he gets that real premium stuff.
You can't smell it.
And the dude so when he left, he had like a water bottle.
Uh-huh.
And we opened it, 400 proof
No, you know the crazy
vodka.
thing, and
So
even
I never forgave that dude for that. And the people that went to lunch, I was like, y'all, because we didn't know. The
Right.
people who really cared about Doboy had no idea. We like, yo, where's Doboy? He was like, oh, they took him out to lunch. This dude came back to the office,
Right.
glossed over, like, I'm not.
No, the crazy thing about even watching that video is
He was
that
drunk the whole time.
I can even hear like, bro, like this is just self-awareness on it, but I used to even talk different. I had like a slur back then. I'm like hearing it like, oh my God. So I don't know, man.
You
It's-
really told yourself after 49 days of not drinking that, I don't do this all the time.
Duh.
This is be okay.
You'll tell
One
yourself a
drink at
million.
3. Oh, I could listen. I don't ever want to put eating right with something as serious as alcoholism.
Right.
But the mental ability for people to talk themselves into anything. Oh, you deserve. I tell myself, so
You work every day.
You
Do this. You're not hurting anybody.
Bro, I could see myself just talking. Like I could see myself being like, what am I supposed to never have a beer?
Right.
I could babysit a beer.
Exactly.
I mean, beer's just really to start me off. Hennessy's what I really like, but I'm not drinking it straight.
Exactly.
And that Coke.
You can tell yourself whatever. Like I used to tell myself, well, I'm just gonna have half a bottle. Like I used to rationalize it
So much alcohol.
so much, and that's why even like when I woke up today, I was just like, all it really the biggest thing I learned from it all was just don't ever let the day get too far ahead of you.
What's that mean?
I stay in the day. Like me thinking I'm never gonna drink for the rest of my life is too big of a thought. Me being like, okay, it's 10:54. I gotta make it to the rest of to the time to go to bed without drinking. I always just shrink the playing field. I always just make it small, make it doable, because I believe that I can get out of any one day sober, and that's the only goal, is to get out of the day that I'm in is sober. So yeah, man, to be at 2 years and just to see how different my life is. Oh, praise report.
Praise report. Yeah,
As of yesterday, I have severed all ties with the guy.
Oh,
I bought a car.
I didn't. I heard something completely different.
Please do not.
I would have been like, "You're announcing this now."
Because you know he would.
He would do that.
He would do that.
He said he had a curveball too. I was scared.
Started beating on
No,
please.
We're good. But no, I have severed all ties with the guy. I bought a car
Nice.
from Sydney, guy that we used to work for over
Paid
at
straight cash on me.
Straight cash. So I now have a car that I own. So I'm gonna be saving
got some
myself
paperwork?
paper. I have a pink slip.
What kind of car is it?
It's the same kind of car I used to have, a Camry.
Oh, the first one from the guy.
But it's 2010. It's nice.
How'd the guy take it?
He actually kind of hung up on me.
He clicked.
I called him. I was like, "Hey, man." He was like, "He was like, hey, Tony, when do we meet for payment? For payment."
That's how he answered the call?
Yeah, because he was like, "The 15th is here for payment." I was like, "Oh man, that's the thing, man. Can I meet with you on Friday?" He was like, "Well, today is the 15th." I was like, "That's the thing, man. I'm gonna buy a new car, so I'm gonna be ending our relationship, and I'll just prorate whatever I owe you." He was like, "You don't want the car anymore?" I was like, "No." He was just like, click. I was just like,
What do you mean he kind of hung up on you? Absolutely hung up on you.
And then I called him back. I was like, "The phone hung up." He was like, No. I'll see you Friday. Bring car. Click.
Did you pay him for the full month?
No, I gotta pay him for like a week. That's the thing with the guy.
Well, I thought it was the 15th.
From the 15th to the 15th. So now it's the 22nd. I only use it from the 15th to the 22nd.
Oh, you had just paid.
I just paid. Exactly.
Oh.
So yeah.
So the guy's gonna find another sucker.
He got a whole he had a whole attitude. But I have my own car.
No
But just to see-
payments.
no payments. And that's the thing. Like my life is so different, man. Like back then, I'd be like looking at pictures and just thinking of my life. Like Kiara was still in Sacramento. I wasn't seeing her. I was struggling with my health. Like I always just felt like I was just stressed out about stuff. And now I just don't. I don't feel that anymore, man. I feel happy, man. You to thank for a lot of that, man.
You don't.
I
Don't
do.
even say that.
No, man. You used to text me every morning, man.
You would just text me. I just responded.
You didn't have to. You called me when I was in rehab. You was like, "Yo, Doe, man, you gonna make it through this, man. Rooting for you." You did. The first time I went.
You were drunk when you were
Nah, man. I love you, man.
Don't tell me things.
Nah, man. So now I feel
Speaking
great.
of Charles Barkley.
Nah, man. So I feel good, man. 2 years, and unfortunately, since you're going out of town today, we can't go to do our thing. But when you get back, we're definitely gonna have a big dinner. We should film that, like an R&R adventure. Alright, whatever. Alright, speaking
It's gonna
of,
just be dark and deep, and I want to eat. I don't want people to.
they don't want to see people to see how you really feel.
Oh man, I just.
Man, you already gotta battle through 3 things. I'm gonna hold you up in prayer. That's a lot. 3 different.
Bro, that's
meals.
exhausting. That's a lot of energy.
No, this is the problem.
Cities.
If you went to 3 different houses on Thanksgiving, you probably get away more clean
Because
because
you're never gonna.
it's
eat.
all in that one day. But to go
That's
on
me.
Saturday, let that phase out. Monday, then a Thursday. So
I don't even want to do that.
that just seems like it just
If
created.
I
that
didn't already
vibe.
spend so much money on plane tickets, I would have just been like, man, never. And you know, I've been having like over the last 10 years, I've had like 2 or 3 awful Thanksgivings. The one a couple years ago, I don't know if I told the right pack this. When we went to Vegas for Thanksgiving,
Ooh, tell us.
I don't know. Right pack, did I tell you?
It was supposed to stay in Vegas, but tell us.
Did we tell you? I tell you about my terrible Thanksgiving in Vegas a couple years ago.
I don't remember. I don't even know the story. So
I heard it, but I think you should. I don't think.
Tell the story.
If Doe hasn't heard it, then you
Oh, I
probably
didn't
should.
tell you? When I drove to Vegas?
Everybody's
with my
saying.
wife-
Everybody's saying no.
Was this about the one with the fight?
No.
Oh.
So this was our attempt to not have to fly crazy.
Mhm.
So we're like, let's do Vegas because Vegas is cheap for whatever reason.
Mhm.
It's slow during Thanksgiving, so prices are good.
Mhm.
So we go convince my family to go to Vegas. We're gonna go to the buffet at the Caesar's Palace. Right.
Mhm.
Mistake number 1. We have a Honda, pretty nice sized Honda, right? But
When was this?
This was probably 3 or 4 years ago. This is why Melissa refuses to do a road trip from this moment on. She's
Oh.
done no road trips
Wow.
except the stand-up comedy stuff.
Okay.
But so it's my first time driving from LA on a day after work, right?
Mm.
So a Wednesday after work,
You
what
dr-
happened? Here we
After
go.
work?
So what happened was my dad came here and they were going to drive to Vegas for whatever reason, wherever they were coming from, it was cheaper that way. So we wanted to rent a van from LA, and it was $450 a day. And I was like,
Wait.
dude, yes.
Why? Okay, it's the holiday.
Holiday. Like, no, I mean,
$450 a day?
A day. I was like, dude, that's $1,500.
Right.
You know? So I'm like, I can't do that. So I'm like, we'll just drive, right? Me and my dad will sit in front, my mom, Melissa, and the boys will sit in the back.
In the Honda?
In the Honda. Mistake number one.
Ooh.
This is the day before Thanksgiving, right?
Mistake number two.
Okay.
We leave LA day before Thanksgiving.
Oh, no.
Melissa couldn't get off of work. I was like, we need to probably leave at like 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yes.
Right? Before anybody wakes up, because it's going to be crazy. She couldn't get off of work, so we have to leave after work.
What
So
time?
we have like 5.
Oh, my God.
We leave from LA. It took us 2.5 hours to get out of Los Angeles, California. Not anywhere near Vegas,
Just to get out of LA.
just to get out of LA, 2.5 hours.
Oh.
Right? It took us what normally takes us 4 hours, maybe 4:15, 4:30, because we usually leave in the morning. Took us 7 hours and 30 minutes
To get to Vegas?
to get to Vegas.
Oh.
Mind you, this whole time, my wife, my mother, both my children are in the back seat
Of a Honda.
so nobody can really fully sit down. So
Oh.
Melissa was sitting up like this the whole time. The whole
The
time.
whole time?
And maybe for 20 minutes, no big deal. For 7.5 hours,
That's just.
big deal.
Right.
She didn't want to. She was so livid. The next day, she's already still mad about this, right? We didn't have money, bro. We didn't
What's he
have
gonna do? He's not happy. I'm not happy.
I
This is
couldn't
what they
do it.
want.
I didn't know the
I'm
guy.
happy.
We go to Caesar Palace to go to Thanksgiving dinner. We think nobody's in Vegas.
Right.
Thanksgiving, it'll be fine. We stand in line for 3.5 hours
For food?
for Caesar's buffet. Me and Melissa try to tap out.
Oh, wait, so you must have didn't have the extra bread to skip the
Oh,
line.
all that-
you had.
all that stuff.
To a quick disclaimer, the last time we went to Vegas was my first time going to Vegas. We went to some buffet, like there was this huge
buffet.
line, and Kevin was like, "No,
You can
don't."
pay
They was like, "Don't go get in the line." Come on. And so he's like, "You apparently you can pay extra to
You can
skip
pay
the whole line."
$25 to skip the line, and you get mimosas.
Right.
I hate mimosas, but
You wanna skip the line.
thing, I'm doggone. I have PTSD.
Right, but you ain't had that. You didn't have it back then like that.
No, I ain't have it back then. So we was just in the line.
We gotta sit
Because they
this
came
line.
around like for $25, you can go to the front. We're like, man, I don't know.
3.5 hours.
3.5.
Oh.
So mind you, so my aunt, we get to the front of the line, right? 3.5. We are starving. The boys are super young at this time. They don't have phones.
And they stood in line for
They
3.5
stood in line.
hours.
They're
There's
just
some
like,
soldiers.
"Daddy, please, we cannot."
Right.
Right? My grandma's adamant. So I mean, I can't tell my grandma, no, this is all she has. Like, she literally, Thanksgiving is her thing.
Right.
She goes like guilt trip to the max about it. So we get to the front of the lines, 14 of us. Right? 14 people, right? Livid, angry, tired, feet hurt.
And the messed up part is you had a line, see people come out just super full,
Oh.
like, oh. That probably just makes you hungry.
So we get to the beginning of the line, and they're like, okay, 14's big. They were like, we can sit you all now if you don't sit at the same table. Be 4, 6, 10, whatever. If y'all want to wait, it's going to be 45 minutes.
There's no
My aunt is like, we'll wait.
No, she did not
We're
say
like,
that.
"We'll what? We'll wait.
Another
Because we didn't-
45.
Because they go to Vegas all the time and they got money.
Right.
And they usually are treated like they're me with the win now.
Right.
But they can't do that because nobody else has money.
Right.
So they can't skip the line and nobody gets like, well, it was good. See y'all.
Right.
She was like, we didn't stand in this line this whole time to not sit with each other. We are like, Auntie Irene,
Speak for yourself.
we are splitting up.
Oh, so y'all split up?
That was by that point. I was like, I'm not listening to you.
Like grown man came out.
Listen, my wife is hungry. My kids are hungry.
Right.
I'm not waiting. She was like, no, I can't. If they gonna make it, no, they're
You
not.
stood up to your auntie?
I didn't really do that. Like, I didn't talk to her like that. It was more like,
Auntie, right. I got you, right. The kids.
And the kids were like, cat. They really hammed it up. We are we're so desperate for. And we were just like, it was literally like this. Right. We couldn't have a whole conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And here's the worst part. By the time we get there, the buffet's about to close.
No.
Yes.
No, Kevin, no.
So the whole
So now you're just
thing
getting the cold
that I
roll?
was holding on to
I'm mad for
was
it.
that once we finally sit
I'm
down,
home grub.
it's gonna be. I'm talking about dry pork tenderloin.
Oh.
It was. I'm about to be on vacation. Like, bro, it was
There's
like we
nothing
had
worse
made
than
it.
the remnants of buffet food.
Oh, dude, it was like
and then
we
you
had-
just take it because there's nothing there.
There's nothing there. So it was like we made it through Thanksgiving. Because mind you, Thanksgiving, this is like nighttime. You know, like we was in line from like, somehow they wanted to have Thanksgiving at dinner, right? So instead of coming at like noon or 2, we stand in line at like 7. We get into the buffet at
Why?
10. Man, because my grandma was saying stuff and I was too afraid to tell her
You
no.
gotta stand up, man.
That was the last time.
Jeez.
That was the last time I let somebody else make decisions for my family because it was the line, and then the food was just like dried, and the workers was like, bro, it's 10 o'clock. What you finna do? What y'all finna get into? Because
What
we're
other
not
options
even
you got?
filling this. They're like, hey, y'all got more at mashed potato? We know I've got. And it was just looking like, we're not filling this up. It's been
Wow.
a long day. Y'all good?
And so you said
So we just
eat
like
there?
left and ordered a pizza. It was the worst, bro. It was so sad.
Pizza for Thanksgiving?
So.
Ugh.
And Melissa, when we drove back home, my parents flew back from Vegas. She was like, "That's the last time I'm ever taking a road trip." And then that was like 3 or 4 years ago.
She said, "I have spoken."
I have spoken. New episode, by the way.
Today, right?
But
Is
you're
it
on the
out?
road- But you're on the road tomorrow. Were you on the road?
No,
Listen,
like
it's
No,
driving.
road trip.
No,
Drive.
driving trips. Y'all still on the road, just
Yeah,
not.
I'm not driving. I'm not lying.
Jeez.
So that whole, that. Now, mind you, this Thanksgiving is a little even more expensive for me just in general because I was supposed to go to Chicago first, and then I was supposed to do a show with a comedian, but something happened. Okay. So I had spent a pretty.
Oh, that was for Thanksgiving.
That was for
That was
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
That's why I was leaving tomorrow.
He still ain't hit you up and talk to you about it?
I almost bought my flight too. That reimbursement would have been quiet for your boy if I bought that.
And that's the
I would have just
they
been
were
chilling in
supposed to
Charlotte.
reimburse me.
They didn't?
Because the show got canceled.
It got
Hey,
real.
them phone lines got quiet. I was like,
Chirp,
but
chirp.
my Thanksgiving. That's the, I
Yeah,
remember I told
key
you
word,
that.
your Thanksgiving.
So now and the flight fees. Like the
Yes.
thing that's crazy. So I bought my plane ticket to Chicago early before they had went crazy on the flight.
On the
So,
markups.
so one of the good things about flying so much is Diamond. They don't really hit me for change fees. They're
At all?
supposed to. No,
That 200?
they never charge me for it.
Because he spends
I don't
money.
spend enough.
I know,
so
but
you get
still.
it free if you change on the day of your flight. You can pretty much change anything on the day. But with Diamond, they look at my profile. They're like,
Let him go. Yeah.
but they have to charge you the difference in fare. So the difference in fare for 4 people
Oh, that's
to go
that's
to
a
the show
stack.
that I switched. That was
How much?
you don't
I
want.
mean, come on, man.
That
Don't
was
say-
400?
4,000.
Oh! What?
To do that show.
4K then?
It was 4.
Oh, no, homeboy would have got the phone call from me. Hey, man, I know you got some things going on, but hey,
Four.
I need you to at least say 2 of that.
4 bands?
4 bandicas?
$1,000.
Oh,
$4,000,
I just swallowed sadness.
right?
Oh,
Now,
Lord.
mind you, I'm weighing my thought. I'm looking at the price. I'm like, man, whew.
4 bands?
But I'm like, this show could open a lot of doors. They was gonna hit me back for 2. Me and Melissa. But the boys, they're like, we ain't paying for
Okay,
that.
but-
No. I already got
Say
no
to watch you said anyway.
My kids weren't even gonna come, bro. They were like, do we even have to go? I was like, it's a new set. You kind of got a thing with your joke, church,
We don't really
family.
get it.
I was poor. Yeah. Is Tony there? No.
It's tough.
So the day, so when you buy plane tickets, you got the 24 hours to
Right.
change.
That was the day after?
So 26 hours. This is no joke. 26 hours after I bought them, the store dropped.
I remember it because you told me you bought yours, and that was when you were like, you know what, just book yours and we'll
And I
reimburse
told you
it.
to send me
And
yours.
I waited.
And you
I waited
I'm
one
glad
day.
you did. So I hit Delta, they're like, we can waive the change.
You know we love you.
We
man.
love you.
There ain't nothing we can do. You're tired of answering, FedEx.
So here's the time.
We can't fix this. There's nothing we can do.
How you messing up my flights at a time like this?
Here's the thing. So I'm I'm like, okay, we were gonna have to connect through Atlanta to get to the show anyway.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, bet, I got it.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna, cause I don't want to pay. I just don't, right? And then when we come back from my parents' house and Melissa's mom's house, luckily they live in the same city, we're also gonna have to connect through Atlanta.
So yeah, you're figuring you can fix this.
So I'm like, hear me out, Delta. Listen to your boy. What if we just take carry-on bags, when we go to Atlanta, we just get off and don't go to Asheville, right? But the only reason I called, because one time I did that, and when I got to the airport to take my return trip back home,
Oh, yeah, you'll be stuck.
they were like, oh, we canceled your flight back to LA. And I was like, why? Like, well, you didn't take this connecting flight. I was like, well, I had a show, bitch, I just drove. I was like, we canceled. Why would you? I paid for the whole thing. They're like, but you didn't take the first half. I was like,
So what?
Actually, what happened? Somebody else had bought my ticket in between. They're like, well, if you don't take the first half, we think you ain't taking the second. I didn't say that. I didn't say that.
I didn't say anything.
I didn't say that. Like, well, she was like, it's gone, bro.
It's gone.
They flip your
Right,
seat
right,
like
it's
a
not here.
resale.
This wasn't even Delta, it was Southwest or something like that. So I'm like, I think it's just gone. They're like, So
But I paid for
They're
it.
like, yeah.
Thank you.
So luckily, by the grace of the Lord Jesus Christ, that flight had
My
nobody on it.
stomach hurts.
So like, all right, we'll rebook you
Right.
out of, because I still had spent a lot of money on that airline. They're like, we'll rebook you, but in the future, no, this isn't how we usually do this. And if you don't take every leg of your trip, like you don't scan your boarding pass to get
Really?
on, they will cancel the rest of your trip
And not refund you.
and not refund you.
And sell
Right.
your seat. Because that,
And
there be
sell
people
your
waiting
seat.
to.
Yes.
Well, that's
So
how they
like
give it to
skip lag,
those.
You heard of skip lag?
That's exactly what skip lag does.
Skip lag. Have you heard of skip lag?
No.
Okay, so skip lag. I don't know if people. I think people are up on it.
It's like if you know, you know. It's not like a big.
Yeah. So skip
Sorry.
lag is like, okay, say you want to fly from here to Fayetteville, right? You
Fair
connect.
enough.
Yeah. So they'll connect you through Atlanta, but maybe you really want to go to Atlanta. But for some reason, a trip from here to Atlanta is $1,000. A trip that connects through Atlanta somewhere else is $600. With skip lag, you can buy a ticket and go to your connecting destination and just off.
And not lose your flight like how they'll
And
Well,
not,
well,
you
no,
just gotta
'cause
buy
you're-
them one way. You gotta buy 2 one-ways. You can't buy a round trip. So, and to kind of combat that, they set that up. So, I was like, we'll just skip lag it. But I called just because I didn't want that to happen, because there was like 4 or 5 trips, and they were like, nah, you can't. If you don't make it, if you don't go to the city, you're first. Now, mind you, this trip was from LA. This is one trip from LA to Atlanta, the city of North Carolina, back to Atlanta, to Chicago.
to back to LA.
If we miss one flight, they cancel the rest of the whole trip. All 7 flights.
Jeez.
So now, because the things happened that happened, now I gotta pay again to
So
switch.
it's
to
gonna
go to-
exceed 4K now?
Yes, I had to pay again to go back to Fayetteville just to make sure the rest of my trip to Chicago and back home doesn't get canceled.
So you had it set up to where you could have just skipped a flight or 2 and did it, but because of how the powers that be set it up, now you have to pay more money to ensure that you don't get stuck in it.
We were just gonna go to Atlanta, go there, because our trip was gonna come back to Atlanta.
Right.
Like, man, we'll just drive up
Right.
or have them come down.
But it's very glad that you at least said that, because had you
Yeah.
that you knew,
Yes.
because that would have sucked.
Because that would have been 7 flights. Now
And
then
then-
having to pay that.
That at the moment
Well, the thing
of,
about that is, we're coming home the day after Thanksgiving. There's just not going to be no seats.
Right.
Like it ain't even a. It's not
we
gonna
can't
be
even tax you. You just there's no seats.
right. So that
Man, you should just start throwing that from now
That's
on. You
why I
should
told
throw it from your house. 'Cause once you buy your house, I know you'll buy it soon enough. Just
I
invite
told
everybody.
Melissa,
in.
like, that's the one thing though. When we lived in Washington, we lived there. My brother lived there. Melissa's sister lived there. Her parents lived there. My parents lived there. So you get to see each other
more often, so it's not
Yeah,
bad.
but when you live out here in LA, there's no only family we have here is Greg and Mel, the baby. So we hang out all the time.
Right.
But my mom, I don't get to see her that much. Like she comes to my
So you
school
have to
show,
do it on those
So you
big
have
moments.
to. You almost have to do it on Thanksgiving. But it's just like this is 6 years of having to do it, and now it's like, bro, y'all love me though.
Right. What about me? Because you be on the road all the time. That it almost just seems unfair for you to have to be on the road during
Bro.
because you're on the road so much time any other time that ain't
Yes,
Thanksgiving.
it sucks so bad. The whole thing, like those, you never thought what somebody was. That's what we used to say about Russell. Like what Russell was doing in '93 ruined our lives in 2018.
Yeah.
So you never know what people are doing in their lives way back then is going to cost you a pretty penny. But I'm
Okay.
gonna remember that.
Oh yeah, man. You let it fuel you.
Oh
I was gonna go to meet Tony's family for Christmas. She invited me out to Dallas.
Oh!
She did.
Are you doing it?
Dallas?
Dallas.
I thought she.
No. So her people in Sacramento, but her family and stuff is in.
Are you going?
Well, no, but no, because there's a good reason though. It's just because I have so much stuff going on, and then I'm in Atlanta at the beginning.
What do you have going on?
I don't have much going on. I just bought a
I was gonna
car,
say-
man.
Oh, it's the bread.
Yeah, it's just like it was just like a lot. You know what I mean? Just because.
Yeah, Christmas.
Yeah,
Bread
and
and
Christmas,
milk,
yeah, and all
Christmas all the
that.
way.
So we decided because I have a show in Sacramento anyway in December that I'm gonna just go down and meet her people for Christmas in Sacramento, but not Dallas.
Well, what's the difference? Right?
Which is more family was gonna be out in Dallas, like her mom, brothers, all that. They're all out.
You might have to eat that.
Yeah, bro.
Bro,
That's
just go to Dallas.
You might have to eat it.
Just go meet them. You think so?
Yeah, I mean, if you want a double date, meet families. That ain't no.
Yeah.
We might have to.
It
eat
ain't
that.
gonna.
It has to be on
It
Christmas
ain't gonna.
Day.
Yeah, because Kiara's leaving, so
You got
Kiara's
some,
leaving.
you got some miles?
Yeah, I actually have some miles.
You have miles.
This is exact-
I'm doing okay. I can.
How many miles you got? Pull it up.
Actually, I've actually gone on a couple flights. So.
You've already
It's
used
a whole thing,
On
man.
miles?
Listen, yeah, it's on miles.
Wait, have you-
Yeah, my miles aren't as. Hey, look, man, we don't need to go back and forth.
You bought
about it.
Tony flats on
Hey,
mine?
man, listen, man. Back to what I was saying.
Ah.
So, back to what I was saying.
You already
So,
used your miles?
no, man, my miles is it is. Miles is gone.
He already. You're like, you go miles now.
He's like, yes, I
just
do.
go
Can't do
fast.
it. No, here's how. I know how to use it. I be saying no to use that. Use it.
He go, you got some miles. I do got some miles. Pull it up. No, I don't got any
I
miles.
have
No,
what?
but you know, it's funny that you say that though, because I feel like
Things.
in
People
my,
flew in the mouth.
I feel like in my mind, I don't know. Maybe maybe I shy away from family.
You absolutely do.
events.
I know
on big
why
holidays.
you do. I know.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what we want to share.
That shouldn't affect your relationship with somebody else's family. though.
No, go ahead, say it.
Previous relationship.
No?
Yeah.
Well,
Supposed to meet the family. Sabotage McGee is up in here.
Oh,
He's sauced up.
oh,
Saboteur.
Oh, Saboteur. He.
Better-
Hello,
I'll never forget that. Her
I
mom-
wanna meet you, man. Were you FaceTiming or audio?
No, they FaceTime me, and she.
Oh.
I don't know why.
who was around you that let you answer that,
And
man?
I remember, I'll never forget. I remember being. She was just like, Anthony, because she had told me like she was gonna do. I was like, okay, because she had kind of told me like, don't be. I was like, don't worry.
He's like, I'm gonna loosen up a little
Bruh,
bit.
Me?
They call,
Drunk?
and she sees me, and she's like, Anthony, I know
Double
you're
time.
not. And then that's when her dad came. Hey, man, I heard so many good things about you. I was like, hey.
Oh,
Oh,
You know the cartoon when they burp and the
Bruh,
bubbles
I was like, hey man, what's up? And I remember that both her parents were in the frame, and then I look at her, she's just sitting there just like,
Man said, hey man,
Bruh.
what you doing? Happy Christmas.
and I
Feliz Navidad.
was like, man, love you.
Años
I was
y
just saying
feliz.
stupid stuff. Love your daughter, man. Bye-bye.
See you toots.
It just hung up on everybody.
So are you afraid of that happening again? Is that
I think
the
I
truth?
might be, because even when I just said that, I was like, so much going on. You're like, what's going on? Actually, nothing.
I got the gym. So when is Wildin' Out?
December
the top is-
11th.
Okay.
But I don't even have to pay for that. They pay for my travels.
Why don't you
No,
just...
I think I'd
Are
be
you scared?
deflected.
Are you scared?
I think I might be.
Why? Does that make it serious? Are you? It's okay. This relationship or others.
Mhm.
Do you want them all to play out on the podcast like this? Obviously you do because you bring them up.
Well, I'm just very transparent with my life. Hopefully, this is my last relationship, and this is the only
I
person
hope
they
it
have
is.
to.
We all do.
Hopefully,
It's
this is
great.
it.
She was fun at the BBQ.
Yeah.
Wife liked her at the BBQ.
This is cool.
Male liked the BBQ.
We sure.
Yeah, man, she's cool at the BBQ.
I think that
What am I- everything else aside,
Mhm.
here's the unfair part for her about you. I have a hard problem. My problem with her is you.
What's
It's you bringing all these people around in the past. And me chopping, hey, nice to meet you. Come over to my home. What's up with the girl? Who, her?
That's
Like, okay,
because
each
that's how...
time
Right.
I've gone
That's
down
how
a
it
little
is.
bit, it's not even her fault. It's you.
This is-
I'm like, I don't want to even do that with you.
But if you've noticed, ever since I announced my relationship, I've been just
Of course.
chill.
Yeah.
Right, no,
I'm in my
we're
pocket,
with that.
in my
He's
envelope.
saying everything that leads up to a potential relationship has just been like all in, then just, oh, we off that.
so quickly.
So you think I should go to Dallas?
I think if you're
I think I might do it because Kiara's gone. Because Kiara leaves, I take her Sunday, and then she's gone.
This
for-
Sunday?
Yeah.
She's going for what?
Thanksgiving. She wants.
Oh, okay.
So she'll be gone for a week, and so yeah, I think I might go meet her family. Hey,
Dallas ain't that
You
expensive.
better look at those flights. Yeah, I was gonna say.
it's not even the money. I'm doing okay.
Do you have to go during Christmas actually?
What do you mean? No, I gotta go to Sacramento for around Christmas anyway because I have a big show there.
No, I'm saying, is the Dallas thing during Christmas?
Like, is there a
Or is it
specific day that everybody's meeting up? is
because
what
you know,
you're
like the
saying.
week prior to Christmas, the week after.
Just for Thanksgiving.
Oh, it's Thanksgiving?
Yeah, she invited me to go out there for Thanksgiving.
Oh, I thought you said Christmas.
No, I said I was gonna go to Sacramento for Christmas.
Oh.
No, I said
I
if it was
misheard
Dallas. No, that's what I'm saying. So it's Dallas for Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Oh,
for
Christmas is always. I mean,
It's-
Christmas is already set.
It's already set in Sacramento.
Oh, got it.
Thanksgiving was gonna be in
Let me
Dallas.
pull it up. You ain't got no miles?
Moses.
Hate to see
Actually,
it.
I take it back now. I was thinking of Christmas this whole.
I was thinking Christmas too. Those flights
You-
probably
they
wild.
gonna kill you now.
Probably
And
easy
don't have
stack.
no miles, even with the miles, they raise those. The miles be crazy.
That's what I don't like, man. How do you have a miles calculator that inflates with the flight prices?
Bro, they're like, you want to go now? 100,000. Cause like Rome, when I took Melissa to Rome, it was like
Small flex there.
no, it was like 30,000 miles.
Really?
It was nothing because it was in October. It was in
like a slower season.
October,
Oh, so if you would
November.
have gone at a peak time.
Yeah. Now also it rained for one full day. There.
Put 2
Like,
tickets in there.
This is.
Two.
Oh, yeah. Me and her.
I ain't gonna hold you if you do it. They gonna hit you for everything on the thanks. Wait, what? Ain't no one trying to book no vacation, bro. Am I putting you in a box right now?
What do you mean?
Am I putting you in a box by checking these out?
No. What does that mean?
Forcing you into a decision.
No, because now that I thought about it, I was like, I really don't have much going on. That's not that bad.
362.
You got that right now.
39. Well, no, this is just one way.
And that's just one ticket.
That's just
Is that Southwest? Is that Southwest or Delta?
Southwest.
Try American.
Oh yeah, you're right.
American flies a lot through Dallas.
I'll look into it. Oh, what's up
no,
to
no,
it?
We're here now.
I'm
It can
looking.
happen.
No, I'm alright. It's 164 coming home. Bro, that's
But-
781.
You gotta do that.
It's 7.
Actually, no, we're not putting you in a box, man.
Get the card out now. Pay for it now. Live it in.
What's your TSA number? Let me check America right now. I want it to work.
Oh, this is good, man.
I just realized, I mean, I haven't been mean to her, but it's all you. It's all your fault.
Greg,
And
you
I
alright?
gave her the option.
It has nothing to do with me.
I've heard this. This is how you know she's
her.
Let me tell you how I know she's a keeper. Because I told her, I said, look, you should just go. I'll probably just stay, work out. She was like, there's no way I'm leaving you alone on the holidays.
Oh, because you're going to be like, nobody knows the trouble I see.
Oh man, well hold on, man. Forget all that.
Nah,
We're gonna talk about these things I put in this
Hold
document. This will
on.
be a 3-hour episode.
Hold
if you need
on,
me.
man. I got to go and whoop after.
He's got to get his kids, man. His
I got-
kids
now,
are
can
lonely.
you drop me off?
Yeah.
Pick my kids
Let's
up?
say I gotta pick him up.
I got to pick them up right after this.
I gotta pick my brother up too. My brother.
Ooh-wee. Never mind. You going on Southwest. American. Oh, never mind. That was first class. My bad. I was looking at the wrong
Oh,
side. I was like,
that's
who do you
not
think
that
y'all
bad.
are?
400 round trip.
Per person. Round trip?
I'm out to check.
Southwest, you get to take free bags though. And that might cancel out the difference in prices.
This is not nearly as much as I thought. I'm actually mad. Almost $412 per person.
So I might be in Dallas. Then we'll do it. I'm talking
Probably decide sooner than later though, 'cause I don't know
Yeah,
if those.
don't be on the
We're gonna talk
Talk it
about.
out.
Oh, we're gonna talk about a couple of these things.
You don't have. I gotta go,
What's that gonna
bro.
leave?
It's a tight hour.
It's 11. I gotta go pick up my son. I told you I got Will Packer.
Can I put all this stuff in the docket?
We have to talk. You gotta shoot on
No.
No, we don't.
mine. Oh, we don't.
See, it's cool. But if
Okay,
you
we
got-
already gotta talk about Ari. We have to talk about Ari Lennox.
Oh yeah, we stand. First
we
of
have
all,
to talk about Ari Lennox.
yeah,
Okay.
let's do it.
So Ari Lennox feels as if she was duped by the Soul Train Awards because Lizzo got an award and she did not.
Let me see something real quick, because it's so complicated.
So,
It's so
complicated.
There's a lot.
There's a lot tied to
There's
the.
a lot tied to this. Because here's
No,
the
no,
thing.
because you have a tight schedule. Don't do
No,
it.
no. I want to say this.
Okay.
I just need to pick my.
You gotta pick the kids up.
Let me see your thing. We gotta.
It's 11:24.
Oh, I gotta say my piece. I forgot
What
when
time
I
you gotta pick the kids up?
I gotta be in Hollywood by 2. I gotta pick my kids up. If you can take me to grab them some food at Wendy's, could you do that?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're good.
Okay.
Because I just
I'm
have
your
to
friend,
feed
man.
them, and then I gotta be in Hollywood.
Oh, I'm supposed to be at the gym at 12:30. It's fine. I got you.
Are you sure?
I can take you. I got nothing to do.
No, I got it. It's fine.
Okay. So here's the thing. Because Ari didn't really, if you guys don't know, I'm going to talk to you as if you don't know. What happened was Ari didn't win a Soul Train award. I think she was nominated for Album of the Year.
And she did Shea Butter.
She did Shea Butter Baby, which is my favorite R&B album this year. Snow Allegra has a good album too.
Okay.
But I feel like something about Ari reminds me of like, I don't know, she's like family. She reminds me of my homegirls. Her music is very clever. Like New Apartment. Have you heard her album?
New Apartment's fly. It made me want to go get a new apartment.
It's like it was like a movie score of a song.
Right.
Like you can I could see her walking in the door.
Right.
Anyway, I love Ari. So much personality on Instagram. She's probably the funniest musician out.
Okay.
She's nominated for a Soul Train Award. Album of the Year, I think, is what she wanted to win. Okay. Let me double check. She was nominated for 3. She took home none. Lizzo, Beyonce, her, Cardi B, Khalid, Summer Walker.
Which
Chris Brown also won. Chris Brown? I didn't even know he was nominated.
Chris Brown's got a baby. Shout out to him. Friend of the podcast.
Okay. So,
That's
as a pure soul singer, this is the article. This is exactly what I think is true. As a pure soul singer, Lennox apparently anticipated winning Soul Train's album mixtape of the year, giving her dedication to the genre. She shared as much on social media, threatening to quit the industry altogether after the loss. So here's what I already hasn't said this, but here's what I infer.
She did say something.
Yeah, but she didn't say what I'm about to say.
Okay.
I make soul music. I'm probably not gonna win a Grammy.
Right.
I'm probably not gonna win a MTV award. Like the Soul Train Awards is my thing.
Right.
Like if I don't win this,
It's weighted differently.
that's perfectly phrased. It's weighted differently than me. And here's the thing about Ari. If you follow her like me and Josh do, she has issues with the music industry, probably putting it lightly. Right? She always be like, man, y'all be tripping. Like, the music industry don't seem fun. Right? So it's actually her tweet puts it perfectly. It's not just the awards. It's not just any award show. It's the Soul Train Awards. As you can see, I'm a big fan of soul music and a huge fan of Soul Train's history. Being snubbed was something I always expect and definitely prepared for, just not by them. So it's like Lizzo is a monster hit mainstream artist. Right. I'm talking about on the radio. Melissa listens to Top 40 radio, like Ryan Seacrest, Steve Harvey, those radio stations. Lizzo's played every hour on the hour, just like Ariana Grande, Taylor Swift. I'm talking about mainstream pop artists. She's gonna win these awards. The Grammy, the big ones. She's gonna be on the biggest stages. Ari's not gonna be seen by mainstream people. You're not playing Shea Butter Baby on regular radio, right? So from that point of view, I absolutely get it. What I don't like is then on Twitter, black people, were like, Lizzo's trash. Lizzo shouldn't. Listen, Lizzo does not nominate herself for these things.
Or vote for herself.
So then, I don't know if y'all saw this, Bossip did what, Bossip does with the headlines. So their headline that day, or the day after, was like, you don't even go here, Lizzo. Kids bop, you make kids bop trapper keeper music.
And that's not fair. That's not fair to her.
And I was on Twitter that day like, bro, so rooting for everybody black don't include Lizzo?
Right.
And black people always be on, well, she makes music for white gays. What? What does that even mean? Because white gays like her music does not mean she makes it for them. White people, by and large, are the biggest consumers, I'm talking about buying merch, music, of hip hop.
Oh, okay.
Rappers have said if they didn't have white fans, they would not make the bread like that. Them big arena shows, white people be buying festival tickets. Black people, we don't be buying like that, right? Not enough to be selling arenas only. Like we go to the shows, but they've been like album buying, we need white people. That doesn't mean rappers are making that music for them.
Right.
You make your music, whoever consumes it, consumes it. You know what I'm saying? So it became black people, we don't rock with Lizzo because she makes mainstream. Lizzo just makes music.
Disgusting.
She makes fun music. And a couple things can be true. Ari Lennox could have been snubbed, which I agree. Ari Lennox probably should have won. And let me ask you this, both of you guys. Do you think the Soul Train Awards, let me just be honest for a second. didn't know people was like.
Yeah, I didn't know that it was
Like-
vetted like that. I
Yeah,
don't know if
but
that's what
are
it is.
those? Do you know if those awards are going to traditionally sold artists like that?
No,
Because
I
you
don't.
know what I think most award shows do,
They go
Grammys
to
included.
popular artists.
They go to popular artists because you want them to come, you want them to win.
You want
And-
them to be at your show so you can get camera optics and.
Yeah.
This is what I feel about her. This is what I feel
Her
about
too.
Ari. About
Okay.
Ari. What I've learned in this game is that people don't pay attention to how you win nearly as much as they pay attention to how you lose. Just it's okay. Like, and I have
here's
a.
the thing.
But
Though.
no,
I
this is the
disagree
thing.
though.
But give me a second.
You're right.
That's the thing.
I want to see where
I got you. So this is the thing that I have though. It's like I have it's one of my pet peeves when I hear artists complain about awards they didn't win from governing sanctions that they don't like. Like they didn't pick you. So what? Like you
No,
don't
I
have
disagree.
to
No.
get into weeds and your feelings about it.
You are not the one. Let me tell you why.
Yeah.
You care just about how much your music sounded.
Mhm.
Now, mind you, how much work you put into your album,
I get it.
right? Like, if you felt like that should have been recognized, you would be hurt.
I would.
You would be hurt. Now, it is not, and this is where I do agree with you. It is not your personality to put those type of feelings
Publicly.
on,
Right.
But
I'd probably say it to you or Josh.
Yes.
Like, man, but publicly, I
what we're
wouldn't say
going
this.
through now, and here's one of the probably the benefits for the artists of pre-social media, because they didn't have, there was no social media is basically a bullhorn to the world at any time. When you're pissed, right? You're hurt. You want to vent. We all do it on social media. The problem is Ari's much more famous now than she was a year or 2 years ago, 3 years, like progressively more famous.
Right.
Now her thoughts become. This is Cardi B doesn't seem to understand this.
Did you know that Cardi pulled up to fight somebody recently?
No,
One of her
we'll get
fans?
to that differently. These artists are never aware that every tweet becomes a story, a blog story. So you really can't
It becomes
vent.
a hot take.
Yeah, so Bobby Brown, he was drunk, snorting cocaine, all that stuff. That stuff wasn't publicly. You imagine Bobby Brown was drunk, like I just kicked Janet Jackson out of the hotel room.
Oh, back then.
Remember,
Oh, right.
if that were true, you know what I'm saying? Like, so what happens is these are real life human beings, living and breathing, existing the same way we all do. They're just wildly famous.
Well, I guess that's how I feel. Okay, so let me backpedal myself a little bit more. I think it's unfortunate because of Ari feeling that she got snubbed. It made people turn against someone else that had nothing to do with the conversation. Because I
Yes.
even felt bad for Taylor Swift when Kanye walked out there and did that. Because I was just, whatever you feel about him doing that, bro, that's somebody that worked for that for their entire life.
I
You
think
didn't
that's
need
the last
to
time I
hop
felt
out.
sorry for Taylor Swift.
You know what I mean? Like,
she
you don't
milked
need
that
to.
for a good
Yeah, she did.
7
She did.
years.
Right.
And she turns out she's one of my least likable artists.
There's a whole thing going on with her and
Oh,
Scooter. Did you hear about that?
yes.
He's getting death threats
She
from the
plays
Taylors.
the victim.
Yeah, she does. She does
so
that very
much.
well. And he said she doesn't
And I
even want to
think-
squash it. She just wants to make
No.
him look bad.
And I think Kanye gave her a boost in sympathy that she rode to the tune of hundreds of millions of dollars.
Because she was writing songs about him and they were
Oh my
subbing him.
God, bro! But then it turns out like, wait, but also
You trash.
you're not
You're
gonna
right.
try. And he was only doing that because he felt like Beyonce deserved, which
Right.
I agree.
Right.
And like two things can be true. I feel like Beyonce deserved that. What was it, MTV Movie Award?
It was an album of the year.
But it was MTV though. It wasn't like the Grammys.
Yeah, no, it was just
MTV
I
Music
remember
Award.
it was
I mean,
like-
not Movie
it was
Award.
Music
MTV
Awards.
Music Award.
Right.
Yeah, it was like the Moon Man thing.
Right. Okay. It was a movement. So, Beyonce was like, "Bro, ain't nobody really tripping, bro.
Right.
Yeah, I promise you, I ain't."
Right.
You remember Beyonce's face? She's like, "Kanye,
Like, hey, ain't that
like,
serious stuff. Right.
chill."
Yeah, right.
Right? So I agree with Kanye. It still felt like that was wrong. And I didn't have any way, I didn't feel, and Taylor Swift was super young back then.
Right.
So I felt bad for her. But lately, I'd be like, I'm mad at myself for feeling bad for her then.
So she's really not the sympathetic figure she
Well, two things can be true. She can be a terrible person now,
And-
but that also could have been wrong.
and be right.
So anyway, back to Lizzo. Bro, a black woman. I'm out there defending Lizzo on the
You are a
street.
black woman, so I know you feel like you took it even more personally.
How many
as a
times
black
have you done
woman.
that joke?
I don't know.
Why does it still work?
Because we're still.
Because I have my hand right here. It ain't all bosomy. It was a little bosomy. A little bosomy. So I'm like, and I just feel,
It isn't right.
right? So I hate it. Like, I
Right.
hate, it's American culture to,
Right.
and this is why I don't like cancel culture, and I equally don't like stan culture. Because both, it's it's extreme on equal sides.
Do you like the culture that is getting Lizzo sued for putting that Postmates lady
No,
on
let me tell you
Twitter?
what. I'm gonna get to that too. I'm gonna get to that because I know exactly what happened with that.
Right.
So here's what I don't like. So somebody said, I said root for black people don't. I mean like root for everybody black don't include Lizzo because what Bossip does, and here's why they apologize for that by the way, which they very rarely do. But what Bossip tries to do is get a pulse on the black Twitter timeline.
And then just
And what they do usually is this is what everybody's feeling.
and they catch it
And
right.
they catch
They
it and they
didn't
jump
get
on
this
it,
time.
right? And they didn't. But a lot of people agree with that because it's always a lot of people doing that, but they got a lot of backlash.
Let me ask you this. Now I'm going to cut you.
Hold on. I don't want to forget this.
Gotcha.
So people were saying like she's an industry plant, which those sort
I
of
don't even know what that term means.
Tunji was talking about that, or Punch on Twitter was talking about that.
Uh.
Then they were saying she makes music she's being propagated by white music executives, right? Everybody making music is getting propagated by white music executives. They run every label.
Right.
Even as rich as Jay-Z is, all of them are under UMG. What's the other one that's UMG's rival?
Warner.
Warner. There's like 3 of them.
Right.
Most of the record labels are
Well, Interscope's a part of UMG.
are subsidiaries of UMG. Empire's one that has a lot of new artists, but they're all run by old white people. Like I mean, UMG is not even an American company anymore. It's owned by Vivendi, which is a European company. Like that's why
That was the
Lucian,
size of a drink at Starbucks. You get a Vindy cup of mocha latte.
Lucian Grange, who Jay-Z talked about in 444. Lucian is cool, but Lucian don't write. Right? He's a British dude. Like all that is old money, right? So let's stop. Right? What I think it is about Lizzo is she's fat and black, and people want her to be quiet. She's fat and black and she's naked. She's twerking. It was all funny. Same thing Tiffany Haddish. It's funny when you twerking playing the flute. You're gonna make money flute. Now you're playing big arenas. Now everybody sees you. Now you fat and black and everybody notices. Now we're kind of like embarrassed.
Do you think that it goes into the thing that people just be wanting to build people up, just to tear them down?
Absolutely. But I think with Lizzo specifically, the fact that she's fat and black and loud makes people feel embarrassed. Girl, you really should be a background. And her dancers are fat and black. And I don't mean that in disrespect.
Right.
This is just, she's not even like, bro, she's like, I'm a big girl. I'm always going to be big. I'm going to love myself. And that makes people uncomfortable.
I
The
know-
same
I
thing
know
you say
the
about your
feeling.
body.
Yeah, but when I
Which,
take
by the
myself-
way, enough.
What?
I'm
Enough
tired.
with the shirt
I'm
off,
tired.
man.
And it's not even
It's the
like
same thing you're doing
No,
with
no,
Lizzo.
it's not even the skin. It's
Why?
just
What
there's
is
no
it?
reason.
I-
For the Jenga? Why? It didn't even make sense. For the basketball, it was really hot. I get it. For the gym, yes. For the Jenga, the baby was like, man, this is my safe place. Right? But Lizzo, and I hate that for her because it shouldn't be us.
Right.
We should be like, bro. So somebody called her a mammy. Are you familiar with that?
Mammy? Yeah, I know what mammy is.
But like the character, I'm like, Lizzo is being a mammy.
That's just
Like, come,
terrible.
I mean, stop it.
I hate that.
Stop. Like, she's making, like, Truth Hurts, the whole, like.
But see, that's the thing that I be asking. This is what I was gonna say 2
Oh,
minutes
man,
ago.
I wasn't done. I'm
You
gonna
be
say
having a lot of
I
thoughts.
know.
What's the matter?
Because I was
All
mad.
right, go ahead.
Truth Hurts was a 2-year-old song,
Uh-huh.
right? That she wrote before she was big, like huge. Like she got that off a Tumblr thing. This is why she got sued. Another person sued her. This. I just took a DNA test. Turns out I'm 100% that thick. That's how you write it. So she saw that on the Tumblr meme and made it to a song, right? The person who wrote that tweet, that meme, also has to be a songwriter. And was like, fam, you took my thing and made millions. You can cut me in. Liz was like, no problem. Cutting you in.
You got a check for that?
Woman.
Oh, she got a
A
check for that?
British artist, by the way. Yes. Give songwriter credit just for writing a Tumblr
That's dope.
meme.
Right.
Right? So now she's blowing up because that song resonated with people. Now that she don't make black music because she makes pop music.
That's just irritating.
Why can't she make fun music? And that's the thing about like the pumpkin pie thing. The reason I go so hard for it is because I really like it. Because black people, we be trying to make we be trying to be uniform. We all gotta like this. We all gotta do this. And you can't make, Lizzo can't make pop music. Why? Remember, okay, this is my last thing. I probably let you talk. Do you remember they used to boo Whitney Houston? Yes.
Boo Whitney.
Back in the day.
Really?
She got
Oh
booed
yeah, the
for
Star
like-
Trek Awards.
Yeah, for making pop music.
And that's when Bobby Brown won over her. That's when they got together.
What is it?
Right.
Okay, now you can say whatever you want.
So that made me forget what I was gonna say.
Shariza Ford said exactly what I think. Because sometimes the blacks be mad when we mainstream. Tiffany Haddish was cool when it was just on Girls Trip and you was funny. Now you over here being black in front of Meryl Streep and we don't like it.
This is what I was gonna say now. Then after we say this, then we can go. Then I know we gotta go get the boys and stuff. But what do you say now? Because I just heard all that defense
Mhm.
of Lizzo. Are you keeping that same energy when she put that poor girl's information on Twitter and now she gets sued for it for $75,000? If you
Is
guys
she?
don't know, yeah,
I know
$75,000.
$75,000.
So basically, Lizzo, the girl, she had ordered some Postmates food and something happened. She didn't get her food.
We talked
So
about this.
Yeah,
She
we
ended
talked
up
about
putting the girl's information on Twitter. That girl suing her.
Yeah, but here's the thing about that. I'm keeping the same energy, but here's the difference. People do that all the time,
Okay.
like regular people.
Right.
If Josh did that, no big deal, because Josh doesn't have 1 million followers on Twitter. What I think happened to Lizzo, and she apologized for it. I think when you rise that fast, you forget that what is cool for everybody else is not cool for you.
Right.
Because Josh, me, you, if we
But
did
adding
that,
somebody is a little much.
no, and we've been hangry before.
Right.
Like, bro, well, you know, like we don't know how the app works.
Right.
Like, I totally agree. She was 100% wrong for making it seem like the girl stole her food.
Right.
Because what happens with Postmates more often than not, Postmates, Uber, it's usually the app messes up.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, people do eat food, but like
But she insinuated that the girl ate her food and that she was a cook.
No, I agree. That was all wrong.
Right.
But I think what she didn't realize is
How big her pool was.
you could be, yes. When I do that, it's the girl probably never gonna see it. When you do that, it can be potentially dangerous. You know what I'm saying?
Because
By
it's
the
just
way,
different optics.
75K Lizzo, you got it.
Yeah, spin that. Let me ask you this. This is the last
Sell
question.
for 40.
This is the last question I want to ask you about this whole thing. Lizzo seems to be everybody's sweetheart, right? Everybody seems to love her.
No,
that's what I'm saying.
absolutely.
But now, then when this Ari thing happens, then it's like this abundance of people come like, well, we never even liked her anyway. Do you feel like there's always those type of people waiting in
absolutely.
the dark just for you
Absolutely.
to be like, wait till an opportunity arises so I can say how I really feel?
Yes.
That's scary.
Yes. It will
That
happen.
people are just waiting.
There's if say me and you, right? Say we make a cult classic movie. I'm talking about
And we
I Got
will.
the Hookup, buddy comedy, something that Napoleon Dynamite. Bro, when I tell you there's people following us who are gonna be mad and never liked us and been following in hate. But Jackie Arnett had a funny quote, I can't remember the whole thing. She said, some people are watching you in anticipation for greatness, and some people are just doing surveillance. Right?
Woo!
Remember I
That's
did
a
my tour
bar.
and all those comedians were mad at me, feeling like they deserve. Bro, every time I think about this, I get mad.
Woo!
Kev's on tour. He going on his own tour. He ain't bringing me. I deserve to be on that tour.
Bruh.
I don't even know you like that.
Right.
How do you deserve to be on my tour that I'm financing personally? Personally. So you think them same people, if we make a buddy comedy, now we at, and let me tell you what, if we at the Oscars,
Oh.
and I meet Will Smith or Meryl Streep or The Rock or Kevin Hart, I'm going full dap up
Oh, yeah.
on Will Smith.
I'm going in for the hug when I pull in.
The whole
I need that. I'm grabbing back of his head.
back
man.
of the head, I'm going for
Yeah,
it.
we got
If he slaps me like he
It's
did that
cool.
dude, you know what,
I'll
I'll
take that.
Hopefully I make you vlog. People are going to be mad.
Right.
And that's just the nature. It is human nature. We love to build people up, destroy them. Sometimes we build them up again. Sometimes we don't. We did it with Tiger Woods, RDJ. Remember, everybody hated RDJ. He was on drugs. We love him all over again.
Oh, yeah.
Serena Williams, black people was mad on her. Black men treated her like
Wale,
crap.
people was hating Wale a couple months ago.
It has been
His
popular
album
to
came out,
not
it was
like
like,
Wale
man.
for
Yeah,
a
well,
while.
He was hating on him in the
I
car.
was never hating on Wale. You said that last
a lot
episode.
of times we were trying to listen to Wale, like, the baby, oh, the baby.
Well, the baby had just dropped. All right, y'all. Kev got to be a father. We don't want the boys turning into Crips. So this has been another installment. I'm going to stay sober another day. Think about it.
I'm gonna eat a burrito. I kind of been thinking about it the whole hour.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I'm about to go eat right now.
All right, bye. Love
Bye.
y'all.
Love y'all. Are you ready to roll?
Yeah.